Hi there. Give me a second. I'll wait for people to join on. I'm a minute or two late, but I want to go grab a drink out of the fridge. I'm realizing what other little trinkets are in the camera shot. So, tonight we are going to be doing a drip cup like this. I'm all about the rainbows lately. That's why I have my rainbows right here. But we're doing it on a black base. So, I'm not sure, honestly, if it's going to go as smoothly as putting it on a white base or not. So we shall see. But I am going to go grab a drink from the fridge real quick. Hi, Yvonne. I'm going to be using this one of yours tonight. I really like the yellows and oranges. They're really pretty. I'll be right there. Okay, so hi there. How are ya? I think I'm set up now enough to make this happen. In case this fails though, because I'm doing it on a black base, I have my acrylic and Mod Podge paint mixed up in case I have to Ombré Mod Podge it on that way. We'll see. But I just did this one yesterday and I really like it. And I'm excited to try it on the black base. The colors I'm using tonight are going to be a little bit different than these two. This was my trial run. This was my, okay, let's put it on a bigger cup. And then this one tonight is, let's see what it looks like on a black base. So what you're going to be doing is all you need is a paintbrush, just like a small one. It's totally up to you. Whatever size drips you're going to want to do. You do it little by little. I am working on epoxied surfaces. You could probably do it to a plain base as well if you wanted to. It's totally, again, up to you. So, here we go. We're going to try this, and hopefully the regular Mod Podge is going to work. If not, we'll have to throw some color in there. But either way, it's going to look cool. And what we're going to do is you start with your cup upside down, your regular Mod Podge. I guess the only real reason that I coated it black and epoxied it was so that the glitter doesn't get stuck to it as quick, hopefully. We'll see. Like, I don't want any stray glitter on this guy. So, you start a little thicker at the top, but you don't want your Mod Podge to be like so thin that it dries by the time you get to the length of your drip. And you're going to do about like 2 of these at a time, I think. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just run it so that I know about where I'm going with my drip. Okay. And make sure you get your top ridge too, because if you mess up your ridge, it will look a little silly if the rest of the cup looks really cool and the top looks funny. So, pardon me, we're gonna, and then at the end, all you do is kind of create your own little drip. I need to get better at my drips, because I don't like how some of those are. Sorry, I put my paintbrush in my mouth. I don't like how some of my drips are, so I'm like trying to make them get better as I practice these. But I'm hoping this will be good. I'm starting with pink and ombreing into orange. And when we get back around the cup, purple will ombre into the pink. So, and you can go back and forth and decide like how low you want it to go. This was based off of a tutorial. I was looking for inspirational tumblers or just ideas, kind of, when I was sewing some masks throughout the entire month of April, it seems. And so pretty much I was looking at YouTube Tumbler videos, and there was this one from Feather Bear Bling that was pretty much this concept. I was like, oh, okay. So it was from like 2 years ago. So I gave it a go and watched it, and now I've tried it, and I really like it. So, pretty cool. In my my little guy here, I have these little splatter pieces that come off. You can add those later when you're going back through doing your detail stuff to make sure that you didn't miss any spots or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the glitter part. Now, if you want to save your glitter, that's good. If you don't, it's not a lot of glitter if you end up just dumping it all together. I have been having a tendency to end up dumping it all together during these videos and stuff just because I could use these coffee filters. They collect the glitter pretty easily, and I try to, but they're really flimsy, and then I end up dumping my glitter. So half the time, it's not even worth it. And as I'm talking more, I'm seeing that this is drying before I can even open my glitter. So let's go back over this. You're going to be going back over this all anyhow. I try to stay away from, like, the Mod Podge glitter stuff, just because I feel like it takes forever for the Mod Podge to dry, but a lot of times it's super worth it if you have the patience. So, a lot of times I'm impatient. Okay, so we're starting out with our pink, and how we're going to be doing the ombre part is, you know, the trick where you hold it, like, up higher, and tap tap kind of thing. So, I think I'm in camera frame. I'm turning it totally, like, sideways right there. Hi, Vicky. I'm turning it totally sideways, and I'm starting to tap. Now, this is like a neon pink color. I think I mixed it with some other pinks because it was one of those flat neons. And then you slowly turn your cup a little bit, and I'm tapping it a little bit more directly. Now there's a fan going out in my kitchen, so it's like kind of blowing over to my Mod Podge. But then at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and tap that off. That's looking like that. Now, I want to save that pink because that pink's running low. But then what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the orange in just a sec. Bear with me. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is to ombre it. We're going to make this first one all pink because we're going to be blending the purple into it later. I didn't realize that. I just thought of that now. So as we're tapping full color on this strip, half color is getting over here. This is glitter on a black base. You could probably do this with mica. It would just be really kind of messier, maybe. And this part is pretty messy to begin with. So, we'll see. But there we have the drip so far. Let me get rid of my pink here, and we'll probably have to go back over with Mod Podge, but that's okay. So, I think this is going to work. It looks okay. It looks like the pink's going to stand out on the black okay with the regular white Mod Podge. Not the acrylic one. So, let me go back in here. You're just going to go over, like, half of your drip, or you could go over the whole thing again. Doesn't matter. This is all just kind of like, you eyeball it and guess. You've been searching for me. Well, welcome. But pretty much, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my orange. This is just like a vibrant orange. You could do this kind of thing with any color, though. You don't necessarily have to do it in a rainbow style. This is just an alternative if you're trying to do the drip thing, but you don't want to do the resin drip. So, there's our orange so far. And we are going to paint on a couple more drips. Me personally, the orange to pink blend is probably one of my favorites just because it's super summery, and I'm really just digging these bright cups because, well, we need some brightness right now. So, we're just going to roll with these bright rainbows, and hopefully lots of people will love your rainbows and go from there. This is a really crummy ombre job right there. I'm just telling you that. I'll fix it in a minute. Now, this one came down this far, this one came down this far. I'm not really sure how far I'm going to be dragging this. Let's do just a short little guy. Because the other thing that you can do is, when I watched the tutorial for this one originally, it was like, she was putting one of those crayon melt umbrella type things. You know, the canvases where the crayons are melting and the little girl silhouette is holding an umbrella or whatever. Well, that's the concept behind this. And then she had the umbrella decal there. So if you wanted to decal this, you could totally do that as well. But I was thinking about possibly doing this as a gift for the art teacher at my daughter's school. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough time for that. Okay, so this is going to be orange into yellow. I'm kind of particular with my rainbow colors and the order and everything. Well, that came down pretty close. Oh well, it'll be alright. This one's going to come down further. And like I said, if you have a hard time with getting the drip things, yeah, like I figured it would be cool. I've tried coming up with like kind of more original teachery ideas, and I don't know, I'm kind of just not into it this year, but I really was thinking this would be cool for the art teacher. Yeah, I don't know what I was just saying. I got distracted. Okay, so we are going to move on to the orange yellow, and this is the point where I start saying, okay, we're just going to start dumping it together. So you hold your cup sideways, tap and turn just a little bit. Now I have like what seems like a decent amount of orange on there. This is like kind of almost like a yellow orange that I'm working with, and we're going to start. Well, that one even turned out good on black. But see how you can see all my Mod Podge lines? That's kind of crummy. So I think the next time that I go through, I'm going to do it with the acrylic. Just because I think that will look a little nicer. And I'll show you how I do that. It's nothing real special or a magical formula. It's just a little bit of Mod Podge and a little bit of acrylic paint, and it just helps this kind of crappier coverage not be there. Okay. I don't feel like switching over right this second, although it would probably improve it. And I'm gonna want my yellow open too. Yeah. This is the first black one that I'm doing. But I had done a different teacher storyboard, I want to say, like a couple months back. And that one looked pretty cool. Like the black and rainbow, like crayon stuff for the teacher. So I think any kind of black and rainbow is gonna pop pretty good. So all I'm doing is we're doing yellow. These are just pre-mixed little containers that I made. And it's just pretty much like half and half, like half acrylic, half Mod Podge. And it just helps your coverage when you're doing projects like this. And you don't feel like doing 8,000 layers. Like, I'm already kind of having enough of an issue because I have to do 2. But it's okay and it's totally worth it. And that's just what I have to keep telling myself. Yes, I love the contrast of the black. Okay, so let's come back in over here with some yellow into green. Okay, so I think the yellow looks a whole lot better than what it did. You're still, well, this is kind of the orange that didn't happen. But we're going to go on to the green and to the blue, and it'll show a little bit better. The other thing that you are going to need eventually is one of these like chip brushes that once everything is dry, you're going to brush this off, and then before you epoxy it, you're going to clear spray it so it doesn't move on you at all. So that's the only other real thing that you need. It's a pretty simple concept, and the results are pretty cool. So let me see how far down I want to go. This is the green. Okay, so you want to pay attention to where you're at too. So we're going to do green into blue and a drip here, and then we have to do blue into purple, and then purple into pink. So I'm going to want to make my drips a little bit wider right here, just so I can cover more ground for this. The other thing that you can do is you can include like pink into red. I wasn't really sure what I was doing with this one, so it kind of almost like became a paint dump down that side, but it works. It's okay. But I just really like the ombre effect of like the orange to the pink, the blue, and like it's just a cool thing. I don't know, but I just want to get it. Oh crud, I used white again. Here we go, back to green. I get a little distracted sometimes, like my kids. Okay. And like if there's anything that you don't like, even after it has epoxy on it, you can totally change that too. You can just do like another little layer around or something like that. I'm just all about trying to fix mistakes rather than strip cups. Okay, so green into blue. And so this is what we're looking like right now. I think it's improved a lot just by switching over to the paint and Mod Podge. So this is what it looked like before as far as your coverage goes, and then around yellow is where I switched, and you get much better coverage that way. So let's finish this guy up. I have to set this down a second because I need to wipe off my brush. Can't be doing the green and purple together. Okay, get some of this cleared. Okay, purple and blue. And like sometimes if it gets annoying when you're doing this, hi Dana. If it gets annoying when you're doing this, that you have this glitter here, sometimes I'll either just take my brush to it like very carefully and get it out of the way, or just run my finger across it, and it's totally up to you. But like I said, you're going to want to clear this off really good once it's dry. Double check, go through, see if there's any spots that need touched up, and I mean, it's a pretty fun idea. Now this one is blue to purple, and then this is going to be purple into pink. Thank you. I just, I have cup orders I need to be doing, and I come across these ideas, and I have to throw them in as kind of like my little art therapy, because, well, if I'm stuck doing things that aren't officially my ideas, I get a little, like, stylist cramp kind of thing. I get cranky. So this one, we're going to throw some purple in. We'll make a little drip right here, too. And almost done. Okay. I don't really want to waste this. I just got this blue in, and it's really, really pretty. And I'm trying not to waste glitter, but then at the same time I end up with a pile like this. So, let's try not to waste. Turn the cup on the side. This one's just going to be totally blue. Now that purple didn't show up very good at all, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back in with our purple, and because we have to go over the pink as well, so we're going to go ahead and just do a little purple down the side of the pink, because hopefully that's going to be purple glitter covering that up. Like I said, I usually will try and have a lot of patience and get at least one round of glittering done and then walk away, let it dry, and then come back and see where areas need to be touched up. So sorry if you hear Frozen 2 in the background. Blaze totally is snoozing. Okay. So we're going to do purple and then purple and pink. So you're going to need your pink again too. Turn it on the side. And then slowly bring it back as you kind of raise your shaker up. And then you're going to want to bring your pink in. I don't know if the pink will do good on the purple. We'll see. Sorry, I got really lazy there with my pink. Okay. Oh, that one's probably my new favorite. The purple and the pink one here looks freaking cool. Okay, so once you go through and dust it off, this is what it looks like. Da-da-da-da. Looks freaking neat on black. I hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, the only real trick is drawing your drips out with your Mod Podge and the Ombré, which isn't too tough. You just raise your shaker higher or turn your cup. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much, guys.